Hey, welcome back, everybody. Time now for our favorite segment we like to call Grant's Game Changers. Grant is back with us in studio to give you a couple of things that you need to know about the Braves, and very quickly. Let's start with a guy who there was a lull with him at some point in the season where a lot of people were thinking, where did he go? He's back and kind of with a vengeance. Michael Harris, why?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that it was in there. It was going to happen. He was going to figure it out, and June just kind of told us, now's the time for Michael Harris to go ahead and go on a tear, because as much as people might have been wondering how long is the leash, end quote, on a player like this,
yeah,
it's as long as it takes, I feel like, because he's going to give you that above average defense, but now he's giving you above average offense. National League Player of the Week last week, raised his average from 160 to around 250 Whew. In about 10 days. That'll let you know you've gone ahead and gone on a streak. He had some big home runs. He's stealing bases again. He just looks comfortable. And I think at some point we might have forgotten this kid's just 22 years old.
Yeah.
He's going to figure it out. And now that he's healthy and feeling himself, this is making the whole Braves lineup just that much deeper 1 through 9.
He's also cool as a cucumber at all moments in the game, which makes everyone feel a little bit better, I'm sure.
Yeah, you love it.
All right, the next one, a number for you, 200. That's because this guy made that mark in his career this past weekend. Matt Olson is hitting the baseball so well. Why is he your game changer?
Yeah, 200th career home run. Congratulations on a milestone. Also 4 home runs in the series against the Cincinnati Reds.
Insane.
Matt Olson was just coming up time and time again and a chance to do damage, and he was coming through. And I think that's what people were waiting for with Matt Olson, because he was batting second for so long. Ronald Acuna Jr. is an on-base machine, but the runners and scoring position numbers weren't there for him. This little switch in the lineup, and we'll talk about the other piece of that, allowing Matt Olson to get into a run production spot has, I think, kind of taken a little stress off of him maybe, and just allowed him to be who he is. And who he is a guy who can lead the major leagues in home runs. He's doing that. He's leading the National League in RBI. I think he's only 1 off of Shohei Ohtani's lead there. So you're just rubbing shoulders with other potential all-stars because he's on the ballot looking to do a little bit of rising in that regard, but he's becoming the player that the Braves expect him to be from a run production standpoint. This is the Matt Olson they traded for.
Pretty great to have a first baseman like that on your roster.
Yeah,
Braves fans very happy with Matt Olson. I don't think they were in the beginning, but now they should be. Okay, let's talk about the switches in the lineup. Ozzie Albies is a guy who a lot of people didn't know he could produce the way that he is, but all over the place, his game looks great. Yeah,
lineup switch part 2 was Ozzie Albies, and this is the key to allowing Matt Olson to move down, was having somebody that you could put in the second spot of the order who could carry the weight there. And Ozzie, he can always hit well right-handed, but look at that left-handed swing. He has unlocked something. The contact rates are up. It was a little bit of a lull for the first month, but once he got into May, it just started to turn around for him. And as a switch hitter, that makes it more dangerous when you try to, I don't know, bring in a lefty to face number 9 hitter Michael Harris. Well, then that lefty's got to face Ronald Acuna Jr. and Ozzie Albies, who's swinging the bat so well. He's on track for a career high in home runs. He's been an extra base machine in his career in the past. He's just looking like his all-star self, which is what the Braves sorely needed and very much missed last year. It's
my favorite picture on the internet, Ronald Acuna Jr. and the Ozzie I love him that the Braves tweet out all the time. Okay, your last game changer is a guy who, shout out to his wife, he said that she was the reason that his mechanics have changed. He's also Mr. Consistent. Why is Spencer Schreider your game changer? Yeah, if nothing else, she was giving him the mentality that he needed to go out there and, hey, don't listen to what everybody's telling you to do. Figure out your own way to get through this. And he's got the skills to do it. He's the major league strikeout leader. Just went through a bit of a lull himself, but I think he got on to a better track against the Phillies, executing. Yeah, he gave up a handful of hits, but no walks, 9 strikeouts. He just looked like Spencer Schreider again. Couple extra miles an hour on the fastball didn't hurt either, but his wife's advice, I think, was great, and he just kind of joked. She didn't even know how many strikes it took to get a strikeout when it started, but when she tells me something about baseball, I listen, and I think that message was delivered, and sometimes you get that little advice or whatever it is that helps you unlock something from any of a number of places, and pretty good spot to get it right there for Spencer. Simple yet profound, and that is what we like to call Grant's Game Changers as well. Grant, thank you so much. We will be right back after this break.